Welcome, my name's Foxxeel and today we're playing Golden Treasure the Great Green. Golden Treasure is a dragon simulation game where you play as a dragon and do dragony things. Currently, this game is available for free as a demo. I confess, played 10 minutes of the game, starting a new game over at the current life. I realized 10 minutes in that the mic was turned off, and so I was talking to myself. And so I know like a little bit of this, but I didn't end up finishing. So a box without hinges, key or lid, yet golden treasure inside is hid. What is it? So being that I've already played through like the first couple of talk-throughs, I'm going to pick the same options. But we'll repeat. You are alone in the chamber. There is one wall which surrounds you utterly in every direction and on every side. The wall is made of love, and it embraces you. Its inherent goodness is an obvious and complete truth. There is a rhythm inside the chamber, a beat and a flow, which has always been. It is the only way you can tell between sleeping and waking. When awake, you can feel the rhythm, and when asleep, you cannot. Which time do you enjoy most? Awake. I enjoy being awake. Even now, in the beginning, you reach towards change. Toward the future, the thrum of the rhythm promises everything to you and will soon blossom into reality. You have gained a large amount of air mastery. After a time you hear the voice. At first you did not know that there was a voice, only a strange sensation unfolding in your mind, the soothing warm pulses of orange color and the comforting taste of brimstone on your tongue. And yet you are alone here in the chamber. Could there be something outside? You reach out, forming a colored echo in your thoughts and sending it beyond your reality. You are rewarded with an explosion of purest joy ringing through your essence and echoing through your mind. In time, you learn the differences between the emotions, the colors of the mind, that the voice outside the wall would pour into you through its mind song, in which you would pour back, and so you discover happiness and sadness, anger and calm, fear and curiosity, and an innumerable spectrum of others. And then the images come, pictures etched in neon relief in your mind by the song of the voice. They are images of the amazing beings, the stately tree, an honorable, reliable stone, of chattering stream and murmuring sea, and of the great giver, who is also called Sun, and of the great birther, who receives from sun and gives birth to all things, who is also called Earth. Earth and sun are the greatest of beasts, mightiest of all the animals, but next to them in might are your people, the true children of above and below, the kin unto each other, who are also called Drak. The voice then asks you a question. O tiny kin yet to be, which shall you become? Sun, the radiant one, the great giver who rules and slays and is slain and reborn each day, or Earth, who circle dances to sun's music, who nurtures peaceful and omnipotent, births all good beasts, knows all silent secrets, and abides forever. For me is the power and the glory, and the rise and the fall, both. I wish to be the sun. For me, knowing and healing and the dance of the circle. I'm gonna go with the sun. The voice accepts your choice with an explosion of red and gold sparks and a happy rage. May you become glorious and powerful, and bring beautiful and terrible consequences upon all life. You have gained a large amount of fire mastery. Time has little meaning in the chamber, marked only by the rhythm within you. The wall also seems to embrace you, just a little more closely with each moment. The voice from outside leaves and returns again and again, continuing to instruct you, gently and at a slow pace, ensuring that you receive its song and build yourself around it. It teaches you of the many good beasts, those of fur and scale and feather and fin. Some are swift, like the hopping long gear, and some are powerful, like the horned grazers, but all are good, and all have their own music. Most importantly, it teaches you of the two great laws. First, that you are a destroyer, To live is good, and you may only preserve your life by tearing away the life of others. You must destroy that which calls to you and destroy. Find that which calls to you and destroy it, and take it into yourself and grow mighty. So destroy is capitalized every time it's used. So basically you have to eat things. If you fail to destroy, you will waste away and be yourself destroyed, and all your music will become silent. I'm a carnivore. Second, that you are a creator. All creators are one of two kinds: givers who give their essence during the dance of creation, or birthers who receive essence and weave new life from it, bringing it forth in the fullness of time. So my understanding is male and female. When you have grown great, you must seek out another who is also great and of opposite nature, and through the dance of creation become a source of the future. If you fail at this, the destiny of the children of heaven and earth will waste away, and where there might have been an echo of your music in the time beyond yourself, there will be only silence. So it is, was, and shall be. There is a brief silence during which you sense that there is space enough for one question. What do you do? I ask how to best consume the essence of others. I ask if the voice is my creator. I ask how to do the dance. So this one, I've already done this. I've done this question and the next question. So my question was, I ask how to consume others. The voice is happy that your will to live is fierce and bright. Either slay or regret, so that your essence and call may align, and you can take what you desire, or grow wise, so that you learn the way of the mind of your prey, and thus destroy them with ease and beauty. These two eat well, the vicious and the clever. He gains some fire mastery. Beyond the two great laws, sings the voice, there is one lesser law. It is not great if you violate it, you shall not be destroyed. Nevertheless, taste this truth and chain it to your mind. You must seek treasure. Treasure comes in many kinds, but you will know it when you find it. Treasure is something rare and of worth to all the true children of heaven and earth, the dragons. By taking treasure as your own, you shall prove your own greatness to other kin. Whether obtained by strength of body or mind or any other thing, it matters not. All that matters is that you must gather all treasure to yourself. Some are obvious, but well guarded, and some require little strength, but are difficult to find. None are both obvious and easily obtained, or they would not be treasure. If I do not need it to survive, why must I seek it? What is the greatest of treasure? Are all treasures such as can be smelled and touched and seen? Will you give me a treasure, great voice? So I would like to ask what is the greatest treasure, but because I've already done this, I'm going to stick to what I've done before. And the voice gets angry. The voice suddenly turns dark crimson. Never. It sings in painful tones which cut across your mind. Learn this. You will be given nothing. All things you must take with your own being. No kin will give to another without a price being paid. In this there is truth, honor, and the growth of strength through untold eons of hardening and happy strife. So pretty much you have to take everything. Fight for your treasure. You must fight for your treasure. You must fight, sometimes with your body and sometimes with your mind, and sometimes with your very essence. But always you will earn treasure and never, never be given it. Steel yourself for the battle which never ends, which is called life. Love the battle and own it with pride, and own with pride its gains and its losses. This is a shard of wisdom. And we get earth, fire, water, and air. The voice grows softer. Now I leave you, my kin, and my creation. You may never hear my song again, nor I yours. I have imparted the two great laws, as is my duty. You are a destroyer and a creator, and these truths are woven into you like the warmth into blessed flame. If you cease to be a destroyer or creator, you would no longer be kin. And you know of the lesser law, the seeking and taking of treasure. Though you may survive and be well fed and strong of body, if you have no treasure, you will never be called great among the kin. You will never know the pleasure of the dance of creation, and your creator self will languish in in a frigid world. All other laws are false. These alone bind us. Remember that you are dark kin. All other beings of this world must stand in the shadow of your beautiful and terrible music. Bind us. And in the darkness binds us. Lord of the Rings inspiration? 9 rings to the lords of men. Sons of 7 rings to the dwarf of them. 1 ring to rule them all, and in the darkness bind us. I can't remember it. I'm broke. I'm losing. Sorry. The rhythm which you feel now flowing through you is the rhythm of life. To have the rhythm within you is to be alive. To be silent without the rhythm is the perfect sign of death. Nature shall now be your guide, companion, and opponent, your friend, enemy, and always, always your teacher. There is no being born of earth. There is no being born of earth, the great birther, the sun, and the great giver, greater than you. The music of our people is great. Rejoice knowing that your essence has been woven into such a body, and that such a fate is yours. When you at last escape from the wall which I have put around you, both to keep you safe and to test you, then will you be worthy to begin the great adventure which some call life. And with that final message, the idea of yourself exploding from potentiality into reality, the voice fades and is gone. You know that it will not return. How do you feel at this moment? I don't feel abandoned. I feel admiration and I don't know, not relieved. Do I admire him or I shouldn't say him. I'm gonna go with admiration. You now know so much more of what awaits on the other side of the wall. You may now guide your thoughts with far more purpose, dreaming of destruction and creation. How great is the voice to give you the gift of such knowledge of what is, and to mold your being from the dark and infinite sea of possibilities. Okay, next time I'm just going to go for color coding, because I almost knew that excited was fire, and I was tempted to do that. Alright. For a time you're left alone again within the chamber. You feel the measured beating of your rhythm within you, and drift in and out of consciousness. The wall seems to have gotten smaller, hugging you tightly indeed. Your rhythm has swelled into mighty chords, and your breath is fierce against your legs. Suddenly and without warning, the voice returns. It is not a measured song riff, with ordered sigils as last time, but a lurid gash of feelings and suddenly thrust upon you. Beware the other seed, the no-tails, the flat faces. Beware their terrible music. Beware the seed of others. Beware. And suddenly there is an awful silence. A space left behind where something should have been. The flat faces. Talk about humans. No other voices enter your mind. A few times you think you may be receiving a song, but it always proves to be simply yourself echoing tiny hopes, fears, and dreams. Meanwhile, the wall which is made of love and which has always, always embraced you, is squeezing you very tightly. Its love, once so pure and benign, has become toxic. You are pressed so mercilessly that you can barely breathe, and to make matters worse, you feel a horrible emptiness, a draining within your core. You must do something. Push against the wall. It loves you, you know, but it must now be broken. You push and struggle, feeling your body move this way, then that, but the wall thwarts your every move on every side. It is not through pushing, but rather through unfolding your whole self, limb by limb and muscle by muscle, that you at last achieve the first true success in the music of your life. You hear not with your mind, but with your ears, your actual ears, the cracking and crunching of the walls as it breaks slowly apart. And then you see with your own eyes your first vision of true light. You have gained some fire mastery and some air mastery. That entire story is amazing. Just for and not even just in this game, it's just so true, fulfilling. I don't know what it is, but I definitely wasn't expecting this from a free demo. Is that rude of me to say? No. No. For the structure that we raise, time is with materials filled. Our todays and yesterdays are the blocks with which we build. Thus alone can we attain to those torrents where the eye sees the world as one vast and one boundless as the sky? I think it was. I didn't get to read who said it. Is that me? You are somewhere inside the body of Earth, the great Bertha. Her semi-soft flesh is veined here and there with the grasping roots of trees or blockade by stones who stare blindly at you. The air here tastes of comfort and slumber, and your own body feels as though it is in good condition. But you feel a burning in your core. You know that it is a destroyer within, eager for substance to fuel your being. If you fail to find anything to destroy, the emptiness will take over you and your life will be lost. You sense nothing to consume here though. A few illuminating rays tumble in from above, but your vision is still dim and unsteady. Perhaps you could leave this place crawling up a tangle of roots overhead. Whenever you consider a task which your will alone cannot conquer, you will get a sense of whether you will succeed or fail based on your elemental attributes. Climbing up the roots would require a certain amount of fluidity, flexibility, which are the domain of water element. Red indicates that you cannot succeed, at least not without problems, in current state, while green indicates that you feel you certainly can. Yellow means that it is too close to be sure you may or may not succeed. Yellow is maybe. As you make these choices, your health and energy may be affected as well. Success brings benefits, but be not too afraid of failure though. All beings learn and grow strong, while success has little to teach. Now choose, newborn. What will you do? Yellow, 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 yellow. Examine what is left. Claw your way through the hard earth downwards in the direction of Earth's embrace. Claw your way through the softer soil sideways and upwards. Use your limbs to climb directly up. So it's yellow no matter what. It's either going to be fire or water. I feel like we gained a lot more fire mastery. Your small but powerful limbs tear through the earth's flesh. It is an effort, but you succeed in creating a small, rough tunnel large enough to fit your body through. More light spills as it burrows and you emerge out of the ground, shaking your body clean. I should have thought of that, but you'd lose energy if you climbed it, right? I feel like it. Hello. This space is much larger than the last, and though you are still sheltered by Earth's body, light is more plentiful here. You may be approaching her skin. A clear azure? Flavor slides across your tongue. Flavor slides across your tongue. Water, the comforter and support of all life, is here, gathered into a still body before you. Something within you resonates with it, drawing you towards it. What is your goal? Draw closer to the water? Can we drink some water? Oh, shy, look amazing. Huge. And for the first time you see yourself. Your body, sculpted and painted by time and space, is almost beyond description. Your armor shines subtly with rich earth hues like the promise of precious things buried deep. Your feathers, each one dyed with more colors than you know the names of, long for the touch of air, and you are crowned with plumes so that all other good beasts may know your sovereignty. Your long neck, graceful limbs, and supple tail transforms every motion into a weaving cascade of flowing movement. Seeing your true form, proud, you're the beast. All of the four elements of reality sing through your form. You are nothing short of gorgeous. Every part of you, the pinnacle of possibilities of being, as channeled through the gauntlet of time. You are kin, the children of above and below, and you feel a deep and shameless love for everything that you are. This is indeed the perfect and ultimate body into which your essence has been woven. These are the limbs with which you will walk the paths of life, the teeth and claws which you will met out judgment of destruction upon other beings. This is the fruit of your creators, and this is the body whose legacy may be bequeathed to others, if you survive long enough and are found worthy. This is yourself, worthy of respect, admiration in every sense. Jungian, surely, self with a capital S. You have gained some fire mastery. What is your goal? Consume some of the water. You lower your mouth to the body of water and use your tongue to take some of it into you. It flows pleasantly down and trickling into your core, relieving you of a little emptiness within the soothing new essence. You've gained a little energy. Water's reputation as friend to all life is apparently well deserved. Your core demands something which water alone cannot slake. Sate? Slake? It feels like it's meant to be sate. Nothing else to do in this space, you follow the whispering air and light outwards. Hello! Look at that. Oh. Well, I just started shouting. Hold on. Is that like a lot of these lines? Oh, they like fade in and out. Now that you have emerged from the Great Mother's flesh, you can hear her more completely, and her powers and beauties are beyond your wildest hope. The trees are her feathers and the mountains her spine. Her breath is the wind and her essence flows in the streams, rivers, and the distant sea. Above you, sun. The great giver shines his own endless essence upon the earth. He blazes above you, mighty in his glory, beautiful and shameless in his circle of creation, in his circle dance of creation, by which all that carries the rhythm of life is ultimately begun. The air between them is sweet with life and light, the fruits of their union. The wind blows, teasing your wings, a wild desire to tread the air, to rise above the rhythm. What will you do? We gon' fly. Embrace the wind, spread your wings and fly. You spread your wings and make fearlessly from the heights, knowing that earth cannot hold your Draken greatness. For a single beautiful moment you hang in the air, and then earth rushes swiftly at your feet, frantic flailing on your limbs does nothing. You tumble to the ground, crashing into treetops, then limbs, then bushes, and then the cruel, unforgiving ground. Wait, I didn't get to read that. What is this? The Fool! It is fitting that a kin's reach should exceed their grasp. Failure is a far, far better teacher than success. This grants you a tiny bonus to all elements. The Fool is the precursor to the Savior. Is it the Savior? It's even using tarot cards. I'll take it. You know, we learning out here. Hello? Is that dinner? Or lunch? Or breakfast? Body ringing with pain, you slowly recover from nature's rebuke. Apparently, you are not yet worthy of treading the boundless path of the above. You sense that you have much growing and learning to do before you can realize your dream of a few moments ago. That's fine. You failed miserably at an attempt at... Your miserably failed attempt at flight seems to have been witnessed by a small winged beast, a lesser child of earth and sun. It stands out of its surroundings in bold black and white. It laughs at you. Excuse me? Insulting you with a mocking song. Sir, do you know who I am? The mighty Draken once ruled over the earth. Now I have seen earth rules over their race. I'll eat you, sir. O thou who tried to fly just after birth, are chained like a slave by her downward embrace. I don't bother to that. Let the shame of my song and your body's own pain teach you this. Only reach for what you can attain. I'll reach up, I'll kill you. Yep, I'm sorry. How shall you attack it? Swiftly climb the tree and crush it. Drive it away with a small burst. I'm gonna... You know how? You know not how, but you know that you need not touch a being with your body to bring pain and fear. Your head bobs once, following a way written deep within your essence. You summon the fire-breathing substance, bleaching it from your core and opening your mouth wide and breathe it into the air, which is turned all into flame in an instant. The white-black takes wing to avoid the clawing fire, dropping something shiny from its talons with a croak of outrage before flying away. You bask in the warm knowledge that it will not soon mock one of the mighty kin as you take this shiny object you've released. It is small but glitters pleasingly, and your tail curls with satisfaction as you gain your fresh treasure. That's right, buddy. You're mocking me. You know who I am? Do you know who I am? Shinestone bauble? While simple and lacking any special powers, this bauble reminds you of your very first success. We failed at flying, but we did not fail at taking out a bird. Or at least, not taking him out. Moving on, you allowed the hillside to guide you downward. You have been following the path of a swift-running river for some time, and you were struck by a powerful scent. Flicking your tongue out, you taste the sacred essence of one of your kin on the breeze, floating on the twin wings of pain and decay. There is another flavor as well, something strange, animal, but not something other. You shudder, your feathers raising upward involuntarily. What could these strange scents mean? The kin whose scent you can now smell could possibly explain. But you are now hatched, and beyond the chamber, all kin are rivals, seldom welcoming the scent of other drake in their territory. Still, there is something familiar in that scent, something which tugs at the corners of your mind, stealing yourself through it. You carefully draw closer to its source. Oh, I don't even get a choice. What? Destruction. The horrible stillness of a body empty of spirit. The noble red essence of a great kin shed not in a true dragon dance of destruction, but trapped, tortured, the confusion, the pain. In the synergy between its scent and yours, you know without a doubt that this was the great being who instructed you as the voice. This was one of your... hold on. This is the warning, the fuckface? Its rhythm is now silenced, its songs forever stilled. Already tiny spirits of decay infest the vast body, feeding off it and reducing it to void. Something is clawing at you from within, straining your heartbone and flooding your mind. Fear and rage, shuddering nausea, overtake you one after the other, growling and writhing within. You feel yourself instinctively bleach fire seed into the back of your throat, only just managing to swallow it again, denying it the chance to explode into a searing flame to consume the things which now sing and dance near the ruins of the one who created you. The things, what are they? There's something wrong with them. Something very, very wrong. They seem to have more than one skin. Some of them belong to other animals. The brightness of their body heat is darkened by the cold. Dead hides they cover themselves with. There is something strange about their oily scent, something familiar, but alongside that, something completely other, like no true animal. They clutch strange things in their forepaws, which you cannot identify, though they reek of blood of trees. And most horrifyingly, they have no tails. They are tailless. You are split inside, the air within you screaming you to run away as fast as you can from this place. The fire within you urging you to destroy these no-tails. Decide quickly. I'm almost certain if I try and fight you, I'm going to die. I'm gonna walk closer. I want to fight you. You flatten your body to the ground and creep forward. You've gained some water mastery. This empty shell of one of the kin, its rhythm stilled, the great body constructed over hundreds of turnings of seasons, and nourished by the destruction of thousands of lesser beings lies quiet, destroyed within just a few moments. Before you hatched, you were taught all things become silent in time, but beholding the corpse of this great being, one of your own creators, that truth seems all the more urgent and unsaleable. The no-tails will soon notice your scent surely retreat from this place. There's a hidden option. No! I can barely spit fire and these guys are killed. I will revenge you, and I'm not gonna die, am I? You flow rapidly through the underbush, scrambling over rotten tree corpses and crashing through shrubs until there is no trace of either scent or sound of no-tails. They seem to possess some kind of terrible magic which causes them, even from far away, which causes harm even from far away. Again, this seems wrong beyond all possible definition of the word. It is not all order in the world dependent on the simple fairness of having to destroy your enemies with your own body. Perhaps the bizarre things are beyond your ability to deal with it as a hatchling. You resolve to nah, I'ma smack them. I'ma end these kids, man. How dare! You allow the hatred to become a searing promise within your core. One day you shall grow great enough to defeat their otherworldly magic. Then you will finally put this terrible fear which gnaws everyone to rest. You've gained some earth, a large amount of fire, and some air. We fire all day, man. We fire all day. You feel something small striking your armor. You turn to see what it is and find nothing, but then it happens again. And again. It's not painful, but it's annoying. Eventually you realize that this must be rain, the sacred water of the sky which sometimes falls to bless the Great Mother, of which you were told while studying the chamber. Soon rain is falling everywhere, tumbling and bolting off the leaves, and sliding merrily down the grass. It makes hard to smell the taste of air. Juice? What's the word? You found shelter in what used to be the den of a family of Furbies. Their scent lingers only on the edge of your consciousness, as they must have been gone for many suns or even moons. You dig slightly deeper and broaden your claws, and slightly deeper and broader with your claws and settle in, watching the rain downward dive. This seems like a good place to end the episode. I'm really enjoying this game. It is quite a bit of reading, but I just have to have a lot of water. But ultimately, I really like the way that they're telling the story and how it seems like it's going to play out. It is, I don't know, like, I'm not sure if that would be the mother or the father, but I'm guessing it's the mom because she was the giver, and that was what, I'm not even sure, but, you know, I'm definitely going to keep playing this game. If you do enjoy it, please feel free to check it out yourself. I'd highly recommend it, and thank you. I'll see you next time.